hopefully that should work. Hi. It seems like everything's pretty good. All right. Let me just make sure. So if I sit like this, move my hands. Okay, cool. So that seems all fine. All right, got the chat open for people when I'm gonna talk. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so as you can see, I have a bit of a new setup. I got some other things as well, but that will have to be later. But I bought like one of those adjustable arms, so I can stream better. And now I don't have to worry about anything on my head or anything falling down. It's like, look, I have both of my hands and I can just be like, wee. So yeah. And my laptop is currently updating, so I don't really have a use for my laptop. But I mean, that's fine. Alright, so let's continue with this commission. So last time I dyed these white. I don't even know why this is still here, because it's broke. But yeah, I dyed these things white. And I also did a bit of like with the shading with the yellow and the white. It didn't really turn out the greatest from what I can see, so I'm probably gonna do that again. So I'm probably just gonna work on that. And then we still have these things that we have to paint. And of course the little parts, the mini school parts. And then after that, it's all done. So all right, let's get to it. So I have the previous dye here, which I don't need for now, but I do need a bit of yellow. So I'm gonna use that. Just need to get another paintbrush. Can I still... Oh, sorry for all the bumping. Can I still salvage this? So adjust the camera a little bit. It's almost like there was an earthquake or something. Okay. I can probably use this. Alright, so I'm gonna try to fix this thing, because from what I can see, it's like there, but it's not very like going over well. So I'm just gonna do a bit of yellow there, like so. And now while it's still wet, I can do the white. Oh, this is all hardened out, so I'm just gonna get the white paint and then a little smudging like that. And then I'm gonna very carefully put on some white. Like so. And hopefully it will straighten out. Because yeah, it's mixing a bit, as you can see. There we go, that looks a lot better. I will probably add a bit of water to it. Not too much though. Add a little bit more. If you do use water, make sure that you don't use too much water, or else it will like stain your hard work, and that would be a shame. A little water there. Just add a bit of water everywhere so it can overlap a bit. There we go, that's a bit better. So I'm gonna let that dry for now, because I might have to go over it again. Because how it looks now, like it doesn't look too bad, but I probably need like to do it again. I also keep forgetting that whenever I use the water, that I probably need to pick it off the table so the table doesn't shake. But hey, I'm still learning. I'm still learning stuff, so it's all new to me. What can we do now? Because I do know that I have some things that I still have to dye. Like these very small parts. Maybe we should do that actually. Yeah, you know what? We'll do the small bits. Alright, so I put the small bits in this little container, so I won't lose them. Because that happened to me several times where I have a small part and it's like, oh, it's gone. Well, and I have to solve that out again. So I am going to dye this. It's like not too bad yet because like I can still hold it with my fingers, as you can see. But like if you get the like stuff like this, like yeah, you probably have to use pliers for that. So I'm gonna put this to the side for now so that can dry. And then I'm gonna paint this and paint all the small parts, which we will use the small brush for. Oh, I can lower this, can I? Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's so handy. Sorry, I'm really liking this new setup because I have like an arm that I can move now. So like if I need to show, it's like ooh, it's so exciting. So I'm gonna pull it up a bit closer like that so you can see it. Make sure it's in the frame. Okay, there we go. Have a bit of a messy table. I mean, he's not lying, but. And I'm gonna go a little over the line. Like you want it to be like covered up so you don't see any wood or lines or over it a little bit. Like so. Not by much. As long as you can like still see where you have to put it. I'm just gonna turn it. Need a bit more paint. The good thing about those small bits though is that they dry up pretty quickly. All right, cool. So we got this point painted. So like later, if we put the yellow on there, then for now I'm gonna do the other, just going over the. So it doesn't show later. A bit more paint. So the first time that I made this, I maybe went a bit the extra mile, and the snakes that I did the last time, they actually had like little gemstones. I mean, they were fake, of course. Like there were no real gemstones, but Um, but I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool, so I might do little gemstones in them, and it turned out pretty cool. Sadly, I don't have it anymore because it was a commission, so that but that one was actually with me and my wife because the first thing I ever made when I started doing this was a Maelstrom logo for my wife because the Maelstrom is her favorite city of Final Fantasy 14, or favorite faction, I should say, or like starter town or whatever you want to call it. And I made the Maelstrom logo for her first, and then after that I don't remember if I made Ishgard or if I made I think I did Ishgard after that. And then after that I made the Ul'dah logo. And then is this dry yet? Yeah, it is. Cool. So after that I made the it was the Ishgard first, then the Ul'dah logo. And then after the Ul'dah logo I think I made like a Game of Thrones thing for my wife. Okay, actually the sides we don't have to do with this little paintbrush. So we're gonna pick a bit of a bigger one. Or else we'll be here all day. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the water there so I don't accidentally cause another earthquake. There we go. Just gonna put this here. Got a bit of white. Just gonna make sure I don't bump into anything or whatever. There we go. Probably got a bit of white dye on the pliers. Well, oops. Something fell down. Oops. We're gonna. There we go. Grab that one. Because it should be dry by now. That's the only downside when it comes to pliers. Like when you use something like this, is because like if you try to like paint this, it will like keep rotating, which is very annoying when you're trying to dye it. And I saw like a little thing there, so I'm gonna do that. There. All right, so those are those two parts. But now comes the tricky thing. Dyeing very, 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 very small parts. So that's gonna be fun. Because I think I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 in total. So we're gonna use, of course, a small brush for that. And then make sure I have all 10. So that's 1. Oh, oops. That's 2. Come on. I'm very why is this one smaller? Oh, did I do one extra? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think that one broke off actually. And then 1, 2, 3. That seems a bit smaller than it's supposed to be. Yeah, so I think that one of them broke off. Because as you can see, this is like the size is pretty good, but it's like smaller than the other parts. So, and this one is correct, but it's a bit too small. So now I'm not sure if like I grabbed the wrong part. I guess we just have to deal with this one. Because yeah, like all these parts are small, but yeah, this is actually too small. Can I like salvage this somehow? Because yeah, as you can see, like this one's a lot smaller than that one. What to do? Let me see if I can somehow salvage a small part. Is this the same? No, it's lower. So a small part of this, and then probably where is my, oh, there's my sandpaper. So I'm just gonna round this. Like so. And then I have to like cut it out it's great shape. Cortana, shut up! Can't you see I'm trying to do something here? No, I don't care. Shut up! Dude, can I help you with something? No, I'm fucking working. Shut up. Like, I don't know if you guys heard that, but... Alright, well, I got a small part I want to deal with you right now. Cortana, you can shut up first. Shut up! Hey, Cortana! Jesus. So I'm gonna dye these. Wait, do I still have the... No, I don't want the small part anymore. Go away. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these. And then we're gonna... after that we're gonna dye the sides. I'm sorry if it's a bit difficult to see. There. Well, this is the part that I'm always the most nervous about, because the parts are just so small. And I'm always so afraid of, like, losing them. Because it actually happened to me before that I had these small parts. So yeah, with these things, I always, like, these things are very hard to, like, saw out. And it's just for like a minor detail, you know? Very carefully grab it. Yeah, this part is always very, very nerve-wracking. Got too much paint. That should fix it. Yeah, see? Very small. And I always have to make sure that I grab the right side. Well, at least the good side is, like, when you dye them, at least they're more visible. Well, I mean, depending on what color you make them, of course, but mostly if you dye them and they do drop, you at least can see them a bit better. Hopefully. Yeah, my apologies if I'm a bit quiet. This just takes a lot of my concentration. It's also something I have to learn, you know, be able to talk while do stuff like this. I need a bit more paint. I don't even know if you can like see it very well. Maybe I need to move it a bit higher. So I could put my hands decently underneath it. Like so. This side. Well, it's also sometimes annoying with these small parts. It's kind of annoying to see which side is actually the right side. Honestly, if I cannot tell which side is the better side, I mostly just go with like what side looks better. Because sometimes it's just like way too impossible to like see which side is better. Alright, so we're letting the small parts dry for a little bit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can dye the other like parts for this one. And that way I can already glue it and then it's done. Like I don't have to worry about it anymore. And those parts are supposed to be yellow. So we're gonna make that yellow. Like these small parts. And so what happens is that these parts, they become yellow. And then they're gonna be like glued. Come on, work with me. They're gonna be glued onto this. And then you kind of have that like, that kind of gives it a 3D effect. So we'll probably have to dye a couple times because, you know, it's never always good in one go. And especially when it comes to yellow. Honestly, no, you know what? I'm first gonna paint them white to give a ground color because I keep forgetting that. So we're gonna do a white color first to give it a base, and that way the yellow should be popping up. Oh, I just put paint on myself like a dumbass. Because I was like, oh, careful, and like it just, you know, I have a mental image. I'm probably not going to share it because it's a bit too foul. All I say is that there's now white on my shirt. I think you can fill out the rest. It's like me when I go to certain clubs. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, that was a little accident. It's gonna. I'm just gonna keep going. I think it's this side. Yeah. There. I'm just gonna do it for the top because the sides are actually like the sides are actually already blank. So if I go over with that with yellow, it's not that big of a deal. Like it's you can see it better. So I have to wait for it to dry a bit, and then we're gonna go over it with like my wife would say yellow. Because that's how she says yellow. She doesn't say yellow, she says yellow. Some kind of southern accent thing or whatever. So we're gonna I'm gonna paint the sides of the little bits now, because the top should be dry now. Where is my... Oh, there it is. So we're gonna do these small bits again. And now I have to kind of like turn it and just make sure I don't drop it. There we go. Alright, so that's our first one painted. That's also kind of annoying because like the sides like are supposed to dry. So you have to like put it like this, which is kind of annoying. And then you have like parts that like still need to be repainted because but you can't get a good grip on this, so it's kind of annoying. Like this. But should be okay. It's annoying, but should be okay. Okay, so gonna try to do the others. Like, these parts are definitely the most stressful to me because it's such tiny parts, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to mess anything up. Oh, I mean, I might need a bigger paintbrush for this. That's a bit better. Slowly turn it. Really wish some more paint would come out. Come on. So annoying. You know what? Screw you. It's gonna get a new cup. With a bit more white paint in it. Not too much because we don't need that much. There. Now some more paint. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay. Also, I'm sorry if like not everything's in shot because I still need to get a bit used to the new setup, so I apologize. Seems like with this one I painted the wrong side. I just noticed that because I still saw the lines. So I'm gonna leave that there for now. This one I did correctly though. Going to make sure it drops. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, I painted this the wrong side too. I'm so smart. And I mean, it also doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I do try my best to get everything as perfect as I can. I already died this one. Oh, come on. But I also am very like I am very what's the word I'm looking for? Like I always do the best I can when it comes to quality, but I also know that not all of my stuff is perfect. Like it can't always be 100% like correct, or like that the colors are all correct, or that everything I do is like 100% straight and like saw the correct way. Like I always try the best I can, but people do seem to like my stuff. Like they like it when it's not 100% perfect. Like they actually like it the way it is. You know what? As long as people are happy, that's what I care about. As long as they got their product and they're happy with it, then I'm happy. But I mean, that's kind of the appeal of like when you make stuff yourself, because like you can just see that like it's made by someone, and I keep forgetting, it's something original. You know what I mean? Like that's why, honestly, personally, I kind of like it when someone makes something original. It's kind of like when someone cooks a dish. Like, yeah, it's great if it's like from a restaurant and like it's good quality. But if someone makes it themselves in their own kitchen, like there's something to it that just tastes good. Like you're like, oh man, like this is great. And then the restaurant's like, yeah, it's great, but like it has that certain quality to it. Like for example, I have a foster brother who is from Suriname. I think that's how you say it, Suriname. And he always makes his own like stuff. Like he makes his own hot sauce, and um, like he makes his own dishes. And like I've eaten stuff before that is like that, but his stuff will always be the best. It's just like his stuff is so good. So I painted all. Oh, I think I forgot one. Or did no? I did. So I painted all the sides of these. So now I'm going to try to put yellow on the small like I don't know what the fuck are they, triangles? I don't know if they are triangles. They're kind of like weird triangles, I guess. Um, so I'm gonna paint those yellow, and then we can probably put them on the thing. So I'm gonna grab my handy dandy tweezers. I'm gonna paint it yellow. And see, because of the base, like you can see, it's actually very nicely, like it kind of like pops out. That's because of the white background, because normally if you like paint it normally, like the wood color would still like stick out, but because I dyed it white before, like now it actually kind of pops out, which is nice, which is also what you want. Like you want the colors to like pop out. So that needs to dry for now. So give me 1 second while I look at stuff real quick, so it can dry. In the meantime, I can talk, like it's fine. Yeah, like if you want to know something about me, I have a very big family. I have like 3 brothers, 2 sisters, and I have like I have 2 foster brothers and I have 2 foster sisters. So yeah, that's that's a lot. But yeah, I grew up with all of them together. We all grew up in the same house. And yeah, I mean, it was always busy in our house. Like, we lived with like, geez, how many people was it? I think it was like 13 people or something. If it wasn't more. Yeah, I'm still kind of waiting for the stuff to dry. Let's see if Cortana will still talk or not.
Your keyboard is set to US. Want to stick with that?
I want you to shut up is what I want you to do. Oh wait, I can lower the volume. There. That's better. Oh god. Okay, never mind. I'll do that next time, because like that's way too much work. All right, so I think the yellow should be dry now. Yeah. Thankfully, this paint doesn't take too long to dry. So now we're gonna do the sides. Honestly, I don't know how people do it, like how they can talk to themselves. For me, it's sometimes kind of hard because I also have to like concentrate on what I'm doing. So for me, it's like, man, how do people do it? Like, and work, and talk, and look at stream, and look at or talk with people, and look at chat, and make sure everything's correct. It's like respect for those people, honestly. Because I kind of have a hard time with it. Not because I don't mind to talk or whatever. Like, I love talking, sometimes a bit too much. Um, but like, I don't mind talking to people. I love talking to people, but it's like they tell you that like if you stream, you should talk like nobody's there, or like that someone is there. I mean, like you're talking to a bunch of people, which sometimes is a bit hard for me. And like I said, it's also a bit hard because I'm like trying to concentrate on what I'm doing and making sure that I don't mess up, or because it takes some concentration. And you know, if there's no one in chat, then sometimes it's also hard to have a conversation because you have to think of stuff yourself. Um, so I mean, I'm trying my best though. I don't think I'm doing too bad. All right, so we're gonna let that dry for a little bit. I might do a second layer on the sides because it is a bit light. Um, yeah, after that's dry, I'm gonna try to like paint it again, and then I'm probably gonna hook them up. I'm still live, right? Yeah, I am. Okay. It accidentally pressed the button, so I was like, oh no. But okay, it's still live. Cool. There. Just gotta make sure it's correct. Um, but yeah, we're actually getting there. Like we just have a couple more parts to paint. I know that this is also gonna be a bit harder. This one, which needs yellow, which I have here. Although this is kind of all right, I think we can probably like we're gonna put this all aside for now. And then we're gonna start on this. Although I should probably move everything a bit aside so this can be in the middle. So moving that, there we go. And then this can be there. That's now in the middle, right? Yeah? No? Maybe? I think it should be okay. So I need to like go by these lines over here. And again, if I go a little bit over the line, that's fine. No, actually, I should do white because this is not really covering well. So I'm gonna do white first because yeah, it doesn't really cover really well. And like this is supposed to be the centerpiece and you want that to pop out, so we're gonna do white first. So I'm gonna dye it white first, and then we're gonna do yellow. So a bit of white dye. And again, you do want it to go a bit over the line because you want it to be covered, like when you put the other piece on. So you don't accidentally see a bit of wood or like the line. So as long as you remember where you have to put your pieces. I do remember when I made like from the storks, I think the logo, the lion head or something. I know I don't really watch Game of Thrones, so but it's like this like this head with all kinds of scales on it and stuff. I actually had to like number all the scales or else I would have forgotten like where everything is. So make sure that you make it easy for yourself. Don't make it hard on yourself if you do stuff like this. Make sure that you know where everything is and know where you have to put stuff, or else you're gonna have a hard time doing it. Yeah, like me also doing the baseline also gives me a bit of a guideline of where I can put the yellow at. Spread all the whites. I have to make sure that's all spread out. Oops. I'm I'm accidentally touching the camera. Oh, let me do it a bit higher so I don't smack into stuff. Go a little bit over the line. Make sure all the spaces are covered so you don't see it in the woods. Like so. bit over something I shouldn't have gone over. I can probably fix it. Thankfully you can still see the lines a little bit. Alright, that's most of that covered. So like with these parts, for example, I have to go between the wings because there's a certain color to them. And these like 4 little black dots, or these 4 dots I have to dye black. So I am probably gonna do that. But I have to wait for stuff to dry first. Because that's the name of the game. Because if I look at the dots, they're black. And then the background is kind of like a light brownish kind of color. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. And then the bottom part's like brown, like a darker brown. So yeah, next time I will probably make sure that I dye the rest, and then probably see if I can dye that, the dark brown stuff or the dark green stuff with an overlay to like a lighter green. So yeah, hopefully we can do that next time. So yeah, thanks for watching. I might think about see if I can change the time to like afternoon, because it seems like this time is more like where people are sleeping or just going to work. So maybe I'll fix that. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep streaming, and probably in the morning around this time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, bye bye.